long enough with me on this channel, you already probably know that I enjoy working on Upwork, and I talk about Upwork quite a lot on this channel. Today, however, I would like to address some of the Upwork flaws and why Upwork sucks. Okay, let me put it in a more sophisticated way. Let's find out what are the disadvantages of working on Upwork and what are some of the things that might stop you from wanting to start working on Upwork. So the first and obvious reason why Upwork sucks is that on Upwork, client is always right. And I have made a separate video on that. Check out this video next, where I talk about the situation when Upwork had one of their freelancers pay the client because of the Upwork technical issue. That wasn't a freelancer's fault at all. However, they still took the side of the customer and they put all the blame on the freelancer, despite this being their own fault. Well done, Upwork. The second reason why Upwork sucks is hidden feedbacks that might affect your rating and you wouldn't even know why. So if you didn't know, as a client on Upwork, you have different options. You may leave public feedback and public rating for the freelancer, and at the same time, you may want to leave a hidden private feedback for this freelancer. I don't know for which purpose Upwork actually had these multiple options, but I presume that they worried about clients not being comfortable sharing the negative experience with this freelancer for the fear of getting the negative feedback in return, which is quite shallow and lame because everything should be transparent. This is why on this channel we share practical tips only, and I share my ups and downs so that you wouldn't commit the same mistakes. But Upwork doesn't work according to transparent laws. They hid a lot of their policies and algorithms, and they do this on purpose, and we'll come to this a little bit later. So if your project finishes with a great rating, great feedback, but at the same time your GSS drops, job success score, you know why. And this is where we come to the third reason why Upwork sucks, and that is stupid algorithms that you know nothing about and you have no influence about. And sometimes you may wake up to your GSS dropping to 10% to 20%, like from 100 to 80% overnight, which happened to us. Check out this video. Upwork wouldn't share with you why. They hid their algorithms principles, as they say, on purpose, so that there are no frauds, so that freelancers don't use this knowledge to their advantage. But from my perspective and my experience, why Upwork doesn't share the GSS algorithms is that they don't really know how their algorithms work. And now this is no joke, because I've received an email from Upwork customer support when we had this issue of our GSS dropping without any reason, and it turns out that that was a glitch in their GSS algorithms when the client closes the project without any feedback and without any rating. Upwork algorithms counts that as a 0, meaning that they will include that 0 into the calculation of your rating, which is insane and it should be corrected. And Upwork support assured me that they did, but they didn't. And our GSS wasn't returned to its normal level, even though they admitted that that was a glitch in their GSS algorithms. So the reason why Upwork doesn't share anything about their algorithm is that because multiple teams and multiple people, meaning it's not their core team, it's freelancers who develop their software and their algorithms, and all those different parts of codes work on in random algorithms and they don't even know how it operates. That's my explanation of what is happening if I want to bypass their algorithms. What I need to do is to register multiple, clients, take the projects from each of those fake clients, and thus I can pump up my GSS. That's how you can dupe Upwork algorithms. So this is not the reason why Upwork doesn't share their algorithms publicly. You know what I mean. And now if you faced any issues and if you want to reach customer support, Upwork customer support is mostly automated, meaning that chances are you'll get a bot responding to your issue, a bot that would respond with some generic advice or some generic solution to your specific problem, which wouldn't be helpful at all. And if you want to get a support from a real person, you'll have to be tricky about that. However, if still you haven't had your issue solved, what you might want to do is to go higher and to address their management and say, hey, I tried XYZ, but it doesn't work on your platform and we still can't have our problem solved. So this is what you might want to do. And typically in good companies, if you address their management, your problem is typically solved within minutes or days at the utmost. However, on Upwork, it doesn't work. It might only result in the negative response from Upwork and you might even get blocked, which again, I'm speaking from experience. So if you think that, hey, okay, maybe I'm just unlucky and I didn't get the help I wanted, and if I address the manager or the managers on Upwork, it will work differently and everything will be fine. No, fish rots from its head. Now, these 6 reason why Upwork sucks is the monopolist thinking with all its consequences. Like, hey, we are the biggest on the market. Where would you go anyways? Which we could translate as we couldn't care less. Which is true in a way, because really, where would you go if not on Upwork? However, there are still alternatives and I have shared a video about that. Make sure to check it out, but Upwork is the biggest of them all, and typically where would you go in case you would like to fish for big fish? On Upwork. Now, another con of Upwork I've noticed while working on the platform is that Upwork is unwilling to support higher rates. And I can't understand why, because it would bring them like more profits, right? Even like Upwork itself, the platform is unwilling to pay the rates higher than $40 per hour. If it works for them, it works for them, but it doesn't. Look at their GSS algorithms. The competition on the platform is actually based on the rates of the freelancers and not the quality. And that's where one of the biggest problems of Upwork lies. And the next con that flows out from this one is that Upwork is a red ocean at its finest, and dumping prices there is a regular occasion, right? You have to compete with a million of other freelancers who are willing to provide lower rates. Competition based on price is never a good business, is never beneficial for the sake of the freelancer and the middleman in the process as well. And if we started to talk about Upwork's profit, I mean, why would I worry? Poor quality updates, because probably, I'm speculating here, because of low budget. And this speculation comes from public reports about Upwork, because Upwork is a public company, and recent reports showed that Upwork is actually working negative, meaning that they don't really have a lot of budget, which explains why they don't support higher rates and why they don't hire higher quality professionals with higher rates. Anything negative coming from those updates falls on freelancers, on us, because we have deadlines and the glitchy platforms wouldn't allow us to finish on time. And if we started to speak about differences in clients and freelancers on Upwork, from the side of the Upwork, clients are not required to fill so many papers, virtual digital papers, as freelancers. So clients don't have this background check that any freelancer goes through. And you know how complicated is the process in Upwork to get started as a freelancer. You have to provide XYZ papers, your tax information. So this process takes a lot of time. For clients, there is no such thing. And another con of Upwork is little opportunities to grow for agencies. Agencies typically tend to have bigger projects and tend to aim for bigger projects, which means it results in bigger profit for Upwork. Still, Upwork doesn't support agencies at all. So on Upwork, you are not a company owner, you're just an agency owner. And agency is a collection of random freelancers on Upwork. At least that's what Upwork says in their tutorials and in their manuals. So you have to be truly creative if you want to grow your agency on Upwork. And if you want to learn more about that and how you can do that, how you can grow your business, your agency on Upwork, go and watch this playlist next, because you will learn a lot of new hacks there. See you there.